Okay, so we see the picture and the word of another, is it? And we see the sticker of several countries, meaning Peru, Spanish language, English target language, nothing else. We again see some pictures, and these pictures deals with that the upper picture is bluish in color, the lower portion is deep blue. I cannot make the difference between blue and green. My younger daughter always say, Baba, it's not blue, it's green, like that. But on top of the green button, you see the title is written natives, yeah? And in the bluish pictures, they are migrants, okay? And the migrants, আপনি কি খুবই টায়ার্ড আপনি তো গালে হাত কেন নাস্তা হয় না ঠিক মতো তো নাস্তা তো কখন করেছি ভুলেই গেছি সকালে ক্লাস ছিল এই ক্লাসের পরে ক্লাস ছিল না আমি এটা জানলে অবশ্য এই ক্লাস ক্যান্সেল করে দিতাম আমি ভাবলাম যে ক্লাস আছে কিনা মাঝখানে 1 ঘন্টা বিরতি Okay, so I will try to finish today's lecture by the scheduled time. Hopefully I will do that. So the bluish color, they belongs to migrants, and the deep blue color, they are natives. And the natives and the migrants will come in contact, and after getting contact, many things will be changed. Who will change, migrants or the natives? But changes will be there. But in the last portion, we have seen that this is called mutual adaptation. So there we see that the native color, deep color, is not present here. It has taken a different color. In that here, the changes, that means not only the natives but also the migrants, both will change and they will take a different color. Okay, that is the mutual adaptation. And here we see that several hands holding seven colors. Okay, emblem, that means the national flag, carry the significance of every nation's identity, and at the same time they will be presenting different color. The map of Bangladesh, the flag of Bangladesh will carry deep red and green. That's the combination. That red color and green color signify something. Okay. So here the color of their skin is different, and simultaneously color they are holding the flag or something else. That will be, actually it's a jigsaw play, is it? Jigsaw. That means if you put in a way, this portion will be get connected with the second one, and every one 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 will be connected, and it will make a circle. Okay, that means one will get connected to others and other will get connected to, and that kind of মিথস্ক্রিয়ার একটা শব্দ বাংলা মনে আসে মিথস্ক্রিয়ার ইংরেজি কি that kind of you can say that kind of combined presence, combined, or that kind of combination creates for two different ways. It creates for psychological causes, and it also creates for social, and some results will be there, and the results will maybe social adaptation, cultural adaptation, and also there might be psychological distance or adaptation. This model is told is acculturation model. That means people from one country will be visiting other country for various purposes. So when they will go to a new country, they will not see only the new faces. They will see many new things. New sun, no. Sun is always one. New moon, no. They will see new culture. They will see new habits. They will see new fooding habit, new clothing habit, new social customs, new customs for time and office management. Okay. So whenever you will be, or one group of people will get into the different group of people for various reasons, they will come in contact and they will get mixed with each other in different way, or they will get separated in different way. So whenever different culture come in contact and there will be a combination or mixed approach will create among all the groups, that is called acculturation model. It means that people belonging to different culture come in contact for different reason and they will change. That is proposed by this man, nearly balded man. Actually his name is not Schumann. He is a professor emeritus of applied linguistics and former chair of the Department of Applied Linguistics in TESL at UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles. His research includes language acquisition and the neurobiology of language and the neurobiology of learning and language evaluation. This man, John Schumann, investigated that whenever people will come in contact to new people, they will have a contact, they will have several phenomena, especially based on the culture. And that model proposed by John Schumann is called acculturation model. Our concern is that whatever may be the culture, whatever may be the situation, our concern is that how acculturation model will play a vital role in second language acquisition. The title of our course, how cultural study might be an effort or of learning second language. Okay, so John Schumann investigated that yes, culture might play a vital role in case of learning second language. Mufti and Moinul Islam. You are not the linguistics, you are the linguistics and naam bolte giye oder naam chole ashe. So John Schumann, they said that culture play a vital role in case of learning. In which way? Our concern is to discuss that. Yeah. So acculturation model, that means learners do not progress beyond the early stage of language acquisition with a target language because of social and psychological distance between the speaker's culture and the target culture. Whenever a group of people will go to a new cultural setting, they will have some problem that in European countries they will be calling their teacher in their first name. Robert Williams, they will say, how are you, Robert? Okay. Vanessa Williams, they will say, Vanessa, how are you? Good morning. Vanessa is their teacher, but Vanessa might be senior to them and might be in the age of their grandfather or grandmother, doesn't matter, but they will be calling their first name. It's their culture. But in our culture, if you say how are you, Salam? Then, okay, that will not be happen because we are accustomed with our home culture. We do not carry that culture. Okay, so that situation create either a distance between the native and the immigrants, or some people will accept the cultures and they will be very much eager to tell Robert, yeah, he will be happy that yes, it's very good that I will not be calling. Actually, back in 1998, at Jahangiri Nagar University admission test, in the bank officer I said, মামা একটা ফর্ম দেন তো বললো যে আমি আপনার কোন কালার মামা যদি ভাইয়া বলেন তাও বলবে যে আপনি আপনার কোন কালার ভাইয়া হ্যাঁ স্যার তো আমি বলবো না কারণ উনি তো আমাকে পড়াই নাই okay so this is the culture but if you visit Rajshahi you will see that there will be a common mama. If you visit Chittagong, you will be Borda kemon ache Chittagong, Cox's Bazar, this is their culture. Okay, so some might be happy to have this culture, okay, and some might not be happy to have this different culture, but that is the situations. So this cultural situation play a vital role in second language acquisition. Okay, so no locals are permitted, it will not be. There are 4 types of acculturation model. Okay, whenever they will get in contact with new sort of people or the new group of people, they will have different stages they will face. According to John Schumann, there are 4 stages or 4 types of acculturation model. What are they? They are assimilation, separation, integration, and marginalization. Okay, they will. Assimilation is the common mixture. That means the immigrants or the ethnic majority groups following a straight line convergence becoming the part of the migrant culture. And assimilation with the complete adaptation of the ways of life in a new cultural group. That means what I said, if you visit Rajshahi, ওখানকার মামা কথা শুনে আপনি এত খুশি হলেন যে আপনি সবাইকেই মামা বলা শুরু করলেন। ওকে, দাদার বয়সী কেউ মামা, চাচার বয়সী কেউ মামা, ছোট বাচ্চা ছেলেকেও মামা। ওকে, so whenever you will be, but if you are from Sylhet, in Sylhet there is no way of calling uncle to someone else, but going from Sylhet, if you visit Rajshahi and if you start calling mama to everyone, and again if you go to Chittagong and if you start calling Borda to everyone, it means that you have discarded your home culture, your original culture, and you have adopted totally with much enthusiasm the culture of Chittagong or Rajshahi. That is called assimilation. That means complete adaptation of the target cultures. Assimilation refers to the process through কি জানো So that is called assimilation. Assimilate means to get similar, quite similar. That is called assimilation. That is the first stage of acculturation model. Okay, and the second, actually this process of assimilation can be compared with melting pot. Melting pot, that means you want to cook hospos, yeah, khichdi. Khichdi has been a term of English word nowadays. Many person, because khichdi's English word is not available in English. Okay, karon tara khichdi kokhono khay na. So খিচড়িটা হলো কি, that is the combination of several ingredients, rice, dal, and then vegetables. And তার মধ্যে অন্য কিছু আবার দেয়া যায়। So that is the combination of several components that if you want to cook khichdi, and if you put egg, if you vegetable, dal, rice, okay, after getting the khichdi ready, we will see, can you separate dal? আলাদা করে চালটা তো থাকবে না, চাল আগে যেটা ছিল সেটার অবস্থা চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে, তবে মাংস থাকবে, but they will get mixed and they will get a new one, okay, and that is called the assimilation process of acculturation model. And that melting pot can be quite similar to the process of assimilation in acculturation model. And the second one is called separation. Separation is the process through which separation occurs when the individual rejects the dominant culture. Okay. আমরা আমাদের দেশের টিচারদের কি বলি, স্যার বলি না, স্যার মিস বলি, ঠিক আছে, বাট ইউরোপিয়ান কান্ট্রিগুলোতে if I call I started calling my professor sir, may I call you sir? No, you can't call me sir, okay, so may I call you highness? No, that is attributed to the royal persons, that means the kings and queens, okay, so what I will be calling you, okay, so how do you feel comfort? Then I started calling respected Dr. Julio Gimenez sir, রেসপেক্টেডটা যুক্ত করে দিলাম, তো তাদের সেই কালচারটাকে আমি গ্রহণ করতে পারি নাই, মানে টিচারদের নামে ধরে ডাকার যে কালচারটা সেটা আমি কি করতে পারি নাই, গ্রহণ করতে পারি নাই, that because that doesn't match with my original culture, home culture, so I reject their culture. That reject is called the process of separation in acculturation model. And there are two kinds of separation: voluntary separation and involuntary separation. Voluntary separation means ইচ্ছাকৃত ভাবে I will not adopt some other culture, but involuntary separation, that means there will some rules and regulation of every custom, okay. You can come over here at the university wearing lungi, isn't it? Can we? But is there any written documents? Okay. Yeah. In the same way, there are some Dhaka club, you know? Where is Dhaka club? Tennis complex federation, you know? Long tennis যেখানে খেলে, লং টেনিস যেখানে খেলে শাহবাগে, তার পশ্চিম দিকের যে ক্লাবটা সেটার নামই হলো ঢাকা ক্লাব। And the Dhaka club was established by the British, and from that time they have their standards. And what is there in the standard? No locals are permitted in the lounge. যেখানে বসে তারা খাবে সেখানে হচ্ছে locals না। The bar where they will be drinking wine, the dining room and the card room. No locals, that means the local people will not be. সেটা প্যাসেজ টু ইন্ডিয়ার মধ্যে ছিল। And that continues, and even Next time, that is the process are all. Okay, if you want to be a member of Dhaka club at a time, at this present, you have to pay a lots of money. You have heard the name of board club? How? For the sake of money. If you want to be the member of board club, you can go over there, you can arrange the party, but there are some special area. You have gone there to celebrate a party. Okay? You will be allowed to use a floor, but there are some places, there are some rooms, there you will not be allowed. You have to be the member of that club. And in order to be the member of that club, minimum fee might be more than 30 or 40 lakhs. And same thing will be happening for the Dhaka club. Yes, but other people they will say they want to go over there. Okay. And also you can't go to the Dhaka club wearing sandal. I have to go, man, for dress roll and collared shirt. You have to wear there if you want to go collared shirt and covered shoes. Covered shoes means sandal ki covered thake. It is their culture. Okay. So if you want to be a member of Dhaka club, you feel comfort to wear sandal, but whenever you will be going to Dhaka club, you have to wear shoes. It is involuntary separation. You don't like their culture, but for the rules of the institution, you are bound to follow the rules and regulation. That is called involuntary separation. And voluntary separation, as I did, that means I don't like their culture, so I separate my culture from their culture, and that is voluntary separation. And third process of this group is integration. Integrate means to get close, integrated cultures. That the integrated connection with the learners and the target language culture, that means TLC, in which sufficient contacts are established to acquire second language. Okay, so why we are reading this? We are reading this, that is, if a learner accepts the culture of target language country's culture, their language acquisition will be effective and better. If the learner separates himself or herself from the target language country's culture, the language learning will be slow, and in some portion that would be a lengthy process. Okay, so many things will be for a country's identity, two things are enough. That is language one and another in culture. If you do not like their culture, you can't pick their language quite quickly. Got the point? So that is the theory proposed by John Schumann. He said that if you like the culture of French people, then you will be learning French language quite easily. Because for a country's identity, for a nation's identity, two things are very common. Okay, black skin color and the other color, apart from this, language and culture. Language and culture. If you visit to a thali, okay, you will be offered a special kind of food. That food is not sugarcane, that food is from Gorpata. Gorpata grass taken are actually food.
In order to interpret this theory, can we add to some of the ideas of diaspora for this discipline?
Diaspora is a different thing. Diaspora is a different concept. And that can be explained in some other way. But in that diaspora portion, of course, there is a portion of culture. Okay, culture will be there. And you can also put over there, but not directly that will be linked to a conservation model for language. The concept is different. So, country's identity or a nation's identity, two things are important: language and culture. If you do not like the culture of the target language country, according to John Schumann, your language learning will not be effective. So, in integration, connection with the learners, in which sufficient contact, when he will be mixing with the target language country's people, vehemently, with enthusiasm, আপনি সেই দেশের কালচার ভালো করেন, তার মানে আপনি যদি পুরন ঢাকার কালচার ভালোবাসেন, তাহলে আপনার সকালে বাসায় নাস্তা করা হবে না, কারণ তারা সকালে বাসায় নাস্তাই করে না, এবং মেহমান আসলে তারা কখনোই বাসায় এন্টারটেইন করে না। এজন্য আপনারা এই যে বংশাল রোড, আলাউদ্দিন রোডে রাত 8টা থেকে রাত 8টা বা 9টা 10টার পর থেকে তাদের শুরু হয় রাত। এই 10টা থেকে খাওয়া দাওয়া শুরু হচ্ছে, চলতেছে 9টা থেকে চলতেছে, আপনি ঢুকতে পারবেন। ওকে, দিস ইজ দেয়ার কালচার। ওকে, in the same way, if you love American culture, then you will try to participate the every activities relating to their culture. That means you will have so many contacts with the people speaking English over there in America. So you will be learning language quite quickly and easily. And in every language there are some slang, there are some other informal approach. Whenever I will be delivering lectures, I will not be using informal approach, I will be delivering the formal approach. If you watch CNN, you will having the formats, the finest form of American English. If you watch English movies, you will see some context, but not all informal approach of that language. But if you start visiting the people in America, in several cultural organizations, you will have the all pros and norms of a language. So if you integrate the culture of the target language country, you will be mixing with so many people, you will have contact in various formation, and you will learn the language quite quickly and quite easily and quite efficiently. That is prescribed by John Schumann, and that theory is called Acculturation Model in SLA, that means second language acquisition. The last one of this ভাইগোডেস কি সোশ্যাল নর্মসের কথা বলেছেন, আর ইনি কালচারের কথা বলছেন। কালচার ছিল, কিন্তু ভাইগোডক্সির ওটা একটা লিমিটেশনও ছিল যে ভাইগোডক্সি কালচার নিয়ে বেশি কথা বলেনি, উনি সোশ্যাল ইন্টারাকশন নিয়েই বেশি কথা বলেছেন। ওকে, আর জন সুমানের পুরোটাই হচ্ছে কালচার প্লে দ্য ভাইটাল রোল। ওকে, দ্যাট মিনস এভরি স্পেসিফিক genre might be separated from each other. Okay, so social norms and behavior play vital role. John Schumann also said that apart from the social norms, culture can play vital role. Okay, so habit, culture, language, that will play vital role. In case of language learning, John Schumann prescribed that this is the culture. If you love the culture of the target language country, your language learning will be good, and if you do not love, your language learning will not be good. The third portion of this concept stages marginalization. Okay, and marginalization describes both a process and a condition that prevents individual or groups from full participation in social, economic and political life. There are, in every society, there are some people, we are called, they are the marginalized people. Who are they? Actually, in the act of treating someone as they are not important, in every society or every strata of our society, there are some people we don't think that they are important. Okay, this marginalization of certain groups within the community may lead to social unrest. Dissidents are likely to face marginalization. We can have an example. Actually, in every society there are some norms, some customs through which they want to marginalize the people. on the base of race. Okay, race. How many multinational organizations are there in Bangladesh? Most probably many multinational organizations. They are working over there in Bangladesh. But in most cases, the CEO means Chief Executing Officers are not from Bangladesh. They are from their country. Why? They think that they are not important to hold that position. Universal Group অবশ্য Unilever Group বাংলাদেশি সিও নিয়েছে, এরকম কিছু কিছু গ্রুপ এখন নিচ্ছে, but this is the context we see, okay? And also for they think that women are not important for our jobs we are supposed to do, okay? We handle so many risky jobs, but this is the mere cause that they don't want to get women. So through women, through race, and through ableism, they are separated, they are marginalized, okay? And in culture as well, you will see that in the culture you might be very much efficient to do that, but for the cause of your no, you can't do this, they will start doing many things, but they will not be offering you to do that job. So for the cause of race, okay, ableism and some other norms, they are separated, some people are separated, and that situation is also cause for the cause of culture. So in case of the cultural mixture or the cultural contact, the fourth stage is also called marginalization, and that is also playing role in case of second language acquisition. So John Schumann is the proponent of this theory, that is acculturation model. Acculturation model, when it will be happening, when a group of people will be visiting a different cultural set, they will have different things relating to their culture. John Schumann investigated that if a learner accepts or loves the target language country's culture, their language learning will be quite easy, and if they do not like the culture of the target language country, their language learning will be difficult. And there will be several stages of John Schumann's acculturation models. They are assimilation, separation, integration, and marginalization. Okay, and why such kind of incident happens? Especially whenever people will be going to some other country, they will face perceived security, mutual multicultural identity, ethnic tolerance, assimilation, integration, contact, self-esteem. Why a person regret a target language country's culture? He thinks that my culture is good. Self-esteem. What I do, that is the best culture of this world. That is called self-esteem to their own culture. Okay, but excessive self-esteem shows the different attitude. But it happens for the cause of the self-esteem of their own cultures. Okay, and self-satisfaction as well. Okay, they will be happy. They don't want to accept the new things. They think that what is there? Okay, I am here. I am very good. Okay, so self-satisfaction is also a cause of these cultural changes that are happening in a multicultural society or country. And if that is such negative effect creates, okay, then there will be cultural shock, and also there will be language shock. They will not try to pronounce the several words of the target language, then there will be the language shock. Okay, so The process of cultural change that occurs when individuals from different cultural backgrounds come into prolonged, continuous and first-hand contact with each other. Okay, so this is acculturation models, and what are the strength of this acculturation model? The strength of this acculturation model is that it is a workable strategy and can be institutionalized, okay, as a seen in the case of language school and college. So here in Bangladesh, we teach English language from school, in schools, colleges and universities. But is there a course over here we integrate cultural orientation? We don't know. We don't know and we don't do that. Okay? That means we don't know. We only know our culture, but we don't know the culture of the target language. So this is the strength. That means if cultural study becomes helpful for language teaching and learning, why not we will be introducing cultural studies in language class, so that without visiting the country we can understand the culture of the target language country. Okay, that is the system, that is the strength. That means cultural study might be helpful for understanding the language and the understanding the pros and cons of the target language. Okay, just for an example over here, Indian Americans use their ethnicity and their individuality. Okay, in a broad sense, in European countries and American countries, all people belonging from Bangladesh, India, they are called Indians. Okay, because the color of the Indian people and Bangladeshi people is quite similar. So all of us will be calling Indians. So Indians, in case of we have a prestige issue, someone will be calling other in such a way. I will not admit that. Okay, so in that perspective, that is our cultural context. So if you want to study that cultural pros and cons, that would help our language learning. That is the strength of this cultural acculturation model. And also there are some weaknesses as well. Okay, and also not only for the culture will play the vital role. John Schumann didn't comment about this proportion, that means individual learner difference. That is the strategy, the input, the effective style of teaching. Okay, so he only said that cultural study might be helpful for language teaching, but he didn't mention broadly about individual learners difference. And also একজন কালচারাল সেটিং, আমি একজন মানুষ যে কিনা কখনো স্কুলেই যায়নি বাংলাদেশে, ঠিক আছে, তাকে নিয়ে যেয়ে ওই কালচারে ছেড়ে দিলাম কেন? অ্যাকর্ডিং টু জন সুমান সে তো ভাষা শিখবে, কিন্তু তার মধ্যে যদি সেই অ্যাবিলিটিটা না থাকে, তার যদি স্টাইলটা না থাকে, ওকে, তার যদি সেই আগ্রহটা না থাকে, তার যদি সেই মোটিভেশনটা না থাকে, তাহলে হচ্ছে সেই দেশে গিয়ে কালচারাল সেই আমেরিকাতে থেকেও ইংল্যান্ডে থেকেও অনেক বছর আছে কিন্তু কোনো ভাষা শিখতে পারে না। ওকে, ওখানকার সিটিজেন হয়ে যায়। আই হ্যাভ মিট মেনি পিপল ইন লন্ডন, দে হ্যাভ বিন ওভার দেয়ার 15 or 20 years. They do the yes no very good job. Okay, just pick and drop. Okay, they will be getting some food from the food shop and they will be delivering in the door for, okay, and they will get the payment and they will get the payment back, okay, to the store. Okay, this is their approach. So there is no contact over there. So these people, if these people lives for 50 years over there, he will not be understanding their language and he himself cannot talk in English. Okay, so John Schumann also only talked about the cultural importance, but he didn't give emphasis on learners' style, learners' motivation, learners' ways of thinking, level of cognitions and other things. Okay, so that is the limitation of this acculturation model theories. Okay, so thank you very much to attend the